Hey, chicken pickers, it's Vinny for PowerTwine.com. Welcome back to part 2 of this lesson for Luke Bryan's Drunk on You. In the first lesson, we covered the intro and the little licks during the second verse. And this lesson, we're going to break down the solo. If you like this type of lesson, I have plenty more free videos that you won't find here on YouTube. So go to my website, check it out. The link is down here in the description box below. So moving on with today's lesson. Okay, so the solo here, what we got here is we definitely got some double stop type things and kind of some of these little double stop hammer-on. Almost kind of like a Hendrixy type lick there. But anyway, so how it starts out is you're going to do this little shape here, where you're going to put your index finger here on the 9th fret of the G string and your middle finger on the 10th fret of the B string. Then you're going to hammer on with your ring finger. You're going to hammer on to the 11th fret of the G string, and you want to make sure when you hammer down there that you don't stop the ringing of the B string. You want to be able to hear both those. So it starts out, it does that twice. And then it walks down from on the G string from 9, 7 to 6. Then it does this little, it's like a pull off. And now you're doing is you're pulling off from the 9th or the 7th fret of the G string to the 6th fret. Then you're going to pick the 7th fret of the 4th string and the 7th fret of the 5th string. So far you've got more time. So then for the next part of the solo, you got this little ascending pentatonic type pattern here. Now you're doing is you're pick the 5th fret of the the A string, the 5th string. Pluck the 7th fret, and then you're going to slide up to the 9th. And then you kind of do the same thing, but you're just going to on the D string, but you're going to start at the 7th fret, hit the 7th, pick the 9th, and slide up to the 11th. So. And then the last part of that is just you're doing the 9th fret of the G string, 11th fret of the G string, and 10th fret of the B string. So far you got. So if we put the first part and that part together, we've got so far. And you got this little bend here, and you're going to bend at the 12th fret with your, I use my ring finger to bend that up, and I use these, my first and second finger on my left hand to reinforce those bends. It definitely helps make that stronger. So you bend it up, hit that first, the E note at the 12th fret of the E string, and then you kind of release and you bend that up one more time, and you kind of let it hang and give it a little vibrato. Like that. And if possible, you're trying to let those, when you're bending that note up, you want to try to let that E note from the 12th fret of the first string ring out. Okay, so then to kind of finish it out, again, we've got these little Hendrixy style shapes here, and all you're doing is you're barring with your first finger. You're going to bar the 10th fret on the first and second string. But Then you're going to use your ring finger to hammer onto the 12th fret of the B string while letting that 10th fret of the first string ring out. Okay, so then to finish off the solo, what we do here is, again, we've got this little Hendrixy type hammer-on shape here, but what you're doing is you're barring with your first finger at the 10th fret of the first and second string. Then you use your ring finger to hammer onto the 12th fret of the second string while letting the 10th fret of the first string ring out. And you do that twice. And then you actually hit, the third time you just hit the double stops at the 10th fret. So, got it? Then you do this little walk down. And all you're doing is, on the G string, you're walking down from the 11th to the 9th to the 7th to the 6th fret. And I might even slide on in there from the 9th to the 7th, or maybe all three of those. So then what you can do is you're going to slide up from the 5th string from the 9th to the 11th fret, and then you're going to catch this 9th fret at the G string. And that's the last note of the solo. You could maybe, it's up to you, you could like try to hold that note and get that so they both sound, or you can do it separately. But anyway, so let's try this again. We'll try the whole thing slow, which is always usually tricky to slow things down, but we'll see what we can do here. So, okay. It kind of goes in a little breakdown section, and he does have this little kind of lick in there, and all you're doing is you're really just pulling off on the second string from the 15th to the 14th fret, and then hitting that 14th fret of the G string. And because you're going to bar those two strings with your finger, so it's just like that. All right, so hey, that's pretty much it. Like I said, not too bad. Just take it slow. You might have to watch this a few times to get all the notes and everything, but overall, not too bad. But again, I'm Vinny for power20.com. I always appreciate you watching the videos, so thanks for tuning in. If you like this type of stuff, again, go to the website. Got plenty more free videos there for you. And thanks again, and we'll see you soon.